The matter chop hot.
Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye!
Kwadwo Sheldon, in Govi candidate, they say they do yawa of the day. How can you sit down as a man? Then everything they talk about be negative things. Where will the kids or the next generation learn the positives from?
Your biggest song was inspired by that show. What are you talking about? You go be the yawa of the day. You were shouting it.
On God, me, I promise. You will be the yawa of the day.
Your biggest song last year, On God, was inspired by the same show that you sit there and talk about it having a negative connotation. So you see, why did you not say you go be the what? Hero of the day. Why did you not create a song about hero of the day? You got inspired by what? A term that you feel like it get negative connotation. You got your biggest song. I gave you a legacy. If I'm not going to leave any legacy behind, you don't have it at all.
How we influence thought, we influence decision, even to the point of influencing people's purchasing power. It comes with responsibility. Those, when I was on the come up, there were wild things that I could say on my platform that right now I can't say it. I have to be politically correct. I have to be calculated and measured with my utterances. I have to be an influencer or a role model to people, and it is very, very, very hard being yourself and being in this situation. So I found
The matter chop hot.
Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye!
The last time I did an editorial like this, lots of people loved it. That is per the comments that I received in my comment section. And it was about Saliman and how she attacked certain people in the space and in the name of her sharing her opinion and the fact that her sharing her view, but without thinking of the repercussions that these comments were going to have on the people that she was commenting on. In today's episode, I am going to talk about Kwadwo Sheldon and Shatta Wale. You know, there is a very popular proverb that says, "Obakwasiya Nansisanadwin," where in English it says it is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. My name is Roland Amartey, and you're welcome. This is Roland's Report. If you're watching, if you're listening for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this content with other people. Let them also enjoy the beautiful things you're enjoying. And also don't forget to share your views in the comment section. Know that this particular show is sponsored by Shakzi, Ghana's #1 ride hailing app. Now, the reason why I used that particular intro was to give a breakdown or a quick reminder on how the beautiful relationship between Kwadwo Sheldon and our very own Shatta Wale went south. So in the first video, you realize a wild Kwadwo Sheldon throwing shots here and there at Shatta Wale. And what was it about? It was about Shatta Wale saying that, yo, you have now grown to some extent. You now have influence. You now affect so many people. So even your show that is designed year of the day should not only be about the negative side of people, but should also affect life positively. And unipa meaning and I'm talking about Kwadwo Sheldon. Of course, he had an issue with the fact that Shatta once dissed Samini, and when Samini and Sarkodie had an issue, of which Shatta felt like his age mate is being disrespected, came to share his view. And Kwadwo Sheldon, as part of reacting to it, called Shatta Wale incompetent, inconsistent, and confused, which were the words Arnold Asamoah Bedu used on Shatta Wale. So yes, but during that particular time, When Shatta came to register his displeasure, Kwadwo Sheldon also did not take it lightly because to him, he saw no disrespect to what he did to Shatta Wale or what he did to man. But then, Shatta, who knows or who saw the disrespect in what Kwadwo Sheldon did, came hard at him. You know how Shatta does it. And out of that, Kwadwo Sheldon, who at that point did not see what Shatta Wale was actually looking at, went into flames and started throwing tantrums here and there. And the funny thing is that he didn't even see the disrespect in what he was doing. I'll give you a quick recap, and now we enter into why Kwadwo Sheldon now seems to want the love that he had with Shatta Wale back. Why is Kwadwo Sheldon now on a media tour, even on his page, after vowing not to and swearing on his father's grave not to do anything or mention anything Shatta Wale again, has still not been able to stick to his word, but is mentioning Shatta Wale left, right, center, to the extent that now he even wants to patch up with what he thinks he has lost or he's losing without the love of Shatta Wale.
Kwadwo Sheldon, in Govi candidate, they say they do yawa of the day. How can you sit down as a man? Then everything they talk about be negative things. Where will the kids or the next generation learn the positives from?
So this was actually Shatta Wale's concern when he made those statements that Kwadwo Sheldon thought he did not do anything wrong. He actually did not insult Shatta Wale. At that time, he did not see the level at which Shatta was, the kind of experience he has in the game, and what he's seeing. And you know, there's a saying that what the old person will see standing or sitting, the young person would not even see, even if he or she climbs the tallest mountain on earth. So out of that, Kwadwo Sheldon came with lots of tantrums. In fact, saying Shatta Wale do not have a legacy. I mean, this is what Kwadwo Sheldon said. That Shatta Wale, per his experience, his achievement, and everything in the space, do not have a legacy.
The biggest song was inspired by that show. What are you talking about? You go be the hour of the day. You were shouting it.
On God, me, I promise. You will be the hour of the day.
Your biggest song last year, On God, was inspired by the same show that you sit there and talk about it having a negative connotation. So you see, why did you not say you go be the what? Hero of the day. Why did you not create a song about hero of the day? You got inspired by what? A term that you feel like it get negative connotation. You got your biggest song. I gave you a legacy. If I'm not going to leave any legacy behind, you don't have it at all.
And out of this, what was Shatta Wale's crime? Shatta Wale's crime was saying that, bro, your platform has grown. And when you talk about Kwadwo Sheldon's platform and its growth, of course, nobody can take Shatta Wale's influence out of that conversation. He knows and he admits it. But unfortunately, during that time, inexperience, blood was hot, and people were hailing him. A wise man once said, fame is like a drug, it's like a medicine. You need it to grow, you need it to feel good, you need it to expand, you need it to be okay, you need it to open doors for you. But then, if you OD'd on it, it is also a disaster. And at that point, that was what Kwadwo Sheldon was feeling. In fact, his opinion, he think his opinion as a media person at that time was final. He thought being a media person was the epitome of wisdom. You say something and everybody should shut up. And what was Shatta Wale's crime? Sir Kwadwo was disrespecting Samin, and he came to share his opinion. But Kwadwo Sheldon thought calling Shatta Wale an embodiment of inconsistency and confusion was not an insult. That's what Kwadwo Sheldon said. That is an embodiment of inconsistency and confusion because Shatta Wale once insulted Samin, so he had no moral right to come and defend Samin as at that time.
You do some glorifying fraud. Who? Hey, my whole life they don't put me for prison. Who? You? Them put you for prison. What you talking about, bro? What you talking about, man? Oh, the whole back you go. Hey, don't, man. You don't call a anchor for. You came back. How can you say you want to sell my shine? Boy, me never worry in my life, huh? Oh, now there you know. I've not been to prison if I don't have a police case. Your name is in the system. For someone who they propagate negative things, I should be the one going to the prison. I don't go to prison because I respect the laws of the land. And that is why Arnold said you are the most inconsistent person ever. Because the song you got inspired by the same Young of the Day this you are here talking about no. Cool down.
So these are just some few recaps. So the reason why I am actually doing this particular episode is to ask, should Shatta Wale really forgive Kwadwo Sheldon and patch up? Because per Kwadwo Sheldon's own words, if Shatta has once had a beef with Samini, then he had no moral right to come and defend Samini in the future. It means that if Kwadwo Sheldon also said all these things about Shatta Wale, and now we see him tweet, I love Shatta Wale, I do this, Shatta Wale has helped my platform, and that, oh, I even want to patch up with him. Either we do it here in Ghana or we do it here, or we do it in London. Then I ask myself, is that not also an embodiment of inconsistency? And now you say it is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. How do we describe this situation with Kwadwo Sheldon? Because as far as I'm concerned, he made his stance very clear on his show. He made his stance very blunt that he was not going to say anything about Shatta Wale before. But in a recent interview with KSM, Kwadwo Sheldon says now that he has attained a certain level that now he feels he has to be politically correct. He has to be measured by the things he says. But before that, let's enter into what he said during the time that he had those back and forth with Shatta Wale, and how he said, oh, because Amaya Debra was able to stay for years without doing any story on Shatta Wale, he was also going to blacklist Shatta Wale on his platform.
But henceforth, if you see anything Shatta Wale on my platform, henceforth, if you see anything Shatta Wale on my platform, what? Make you people go report me, make them kill me. Anything. And I will make sure of that.
So now that he is mentioning Shatta Wale, now that he goes even to tweet his name, I love Shatta Wale. Oh, Shatta Wale has done this. Shatta Wale has done that. Should we go by his word and call people to arrest him? Should we go by his word and go for his throat? Experience is one thing that money cannot buy. So yes, if somebody is somewhere, and if the person has more experience than you, and sometimes he's talking, we all know Shatta Wale is not the epitome of wisdom in Ghana's entertainment industry. No. He has his flaws, but nothing beats the experience he has in the game. So sometimes, yeah, his mode of presentation may not be the best, but if you are wise enough to see some of the things that he's saying, you will see the wisdom in there.
This because I am afraid of the threats and things. I have also heard statements like, "Oh, you feed off Shatta Wale content, and blah blah blah. Without Shatta Wale, you are nothing." And I laugh because some of these people, they don't understand how new media platforms they work. Because if you are going to attribute my success to Shatta Wale, then what are we doing in this country? So I am trying to make a statement. Ami Adebra did it for a very long time. Shatta Wale was blacklisted from Ami Adebla's Debra's platform. And I'm going to follow suit. This is my last video. This is my last video on him. After this, that chapter is closed until I retire from this media thing. You don't go hear me. Because I'm sick and tired. They say go where you are loved. Go where you are appreciated. He's not the only artist in this country.
Of course, he's not the only artist in this country. So why now do we hear Kwadwo Sheldon on interviews, on his socials, mentioning Shatta Wale? What has changed? Is he that hungry? Or Shatta Wale's name is like a catalyst? It's like salt. Or it's like sugar in your food. We all know the kind of content or the kind of headlines Shatta Wale generates, even in a month. Almost every conversation, man is part of it. Almost every conversation that is in connection with our entertainment industry, man is part of it. And we know the kind of traction the name Shatta Wale gives. So do you think this is a ploy by Kwadwo Sheldon to get Shatta Wale's numbers back into his system? And to say some people don't understand how the new media works, that is the gross display of ignorance. Because to some people like Kwadwo Sheldon and the likes who started as agenda boys and trolls online, they think being a media person or you controlling the new media means you are an epitome of wisdom. And the fact that your level of success cannot be attributed to the celebrities. And that is even wrong. Gone were the days when people were able to create content, were able to create productions on our traditional media waves. But what do we see on the new media waves? It has only been report from one end to the other. This thing has happened here, that thing has happened there. This person has done this, and that person has done this. So suppose all the celebrities do not do anything. What will the new media feed from? What would be the end game of the new media? How creative? I'm not talking about the people that are doing skits. This is different. I'm talking about the new media as Kwadwo Sheldon would want to. And I am talking about the social media kind of media. What would be the end game? Because as far as I'm concerned, all the content created by the new media is or revolves around these celebrities. And we all know the influence that Shatta Wale has or had on Kwadwo Sheldon's growth as a new media personality.
With regards to what happened between Samini and Sarkodie when Sarkodie went to Hits FM, nobody invited Konimo, but Konimo thought it twice, said his opinion be superior, he be the industry president, so he would come and pass a comment about it. So, like in the video, he said Sarkodie doesn't respect, and the fame has entered Sarkodie's head, blah 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 blah. He insulted Sarkodie. Sarkodie has not replied. Then that same night when he did that live video, I picked the portion of that video. I edited it, I cut it. I went to YouTube. I keyed in Shatta Wale insult Samini. About 2,000 videos popped up. Then I picked a song that he created for Samini. He has created a lot of songs for Samini. I picked one. I did the arrangement.
So at this point, Kwadwo Sheldon meant that Shatta Wale do not have the moral right to even come and defend Samini in this instance. Because, like he's narrating, he went on YouTube, typed Shatta Wale insult Samini, and had so many results. So, Sheldon, continue.
And in the end, I put Arnold's video. The video Arnold says Shatta Wale is inconsistent. I put it over there. So these being videos. So that was me just reacting to the fact that you can't go out and be saying this and can't. No, but that is like embodiment of what? Inconsistency. And that was a fact. No insult, nothing.
That was a fact. And you see how he ignorantly spilled it out without knowing what he did. He said Shatta Wale has insulted Samini. Therefore, he had no moral right to come and defend him, because that is an embodiment of inconsistency and confusion, and that is a fact. So I'm also asking Kwadwo Sheldon, if you swear on your father's grave that you, until you retire, you are not going to do anything Shatta Wale, yet you come out today to say you want to squash your beef with him, or you want to settle your differences, or you even come out to mention his name, and per your own words, that is an embodiment of inconsistency. That is a fact. No insult. Anamebwa.
I just put the video out. The next morning, you took a screenshot with a caption, posted it, threatening me, calling IGP, threatening to beat me, and you understand. And I was like, I can't be intimidated. You see, me, I am doing this for myself, but you see, I want the media personalities in this country to just pick something from this. It no be about every day when the media this, the media that.
The thing is that the media is not an epitome of wisdom. What the media says is not final in the lives of people. There are certain people who have lots of experience, even more than the people that we call ourselves the media people. So sometimes when statements, things happen, and people would want us to say it in a certain manner, being politically correct, be measured in how we do our presentations. Some people or some section of the media think that no, them they are doing their job. But forgetting that whatever you are doing is not only affecting the person, but also affecting the job. Now, to what Kwadwo Sheldon said, I believe nobody in his right senses would take correction of which insult is attached to it. If you want to correct somebody and you attach insult to it, I swear nobody will take it. And that is what happened. Kwadwo Sheldon said, he reiterated that what Arnold told Shatta Wale, that is his inconsistency, his inconsistent and confused. He reiterated it but did not see it as an insult. Therefore, he doesn't understand why Shatta came at him vigorously at that time.
I want to create something big. I can't be doing this back and forth with oh my made this, oh papa this, no, bro. So if it would take me to, cut this part where they worry me off, just to focus and concentrate on the bigger picture, I would gladly do it. And as I said, I am not afraid of any, no, bro, never, I'm not afraid. The day he sent the threat, the next day I reacted to his song. But you see, I sat down and said, nah, bro, I'm bigger than this. I have become big in this country, whether you like it or not. My opinion, they matter. A lot of people, yesterday on the 3 Music Space, people from the diaspora commending me, Shatta Sheldon, you are doing amazing. I have a lot of people, I have about 5 million people watching me every month. I can't be doing this. If he doesn't want to grow, I want to grow. So I am going to concentrate on myself and my audience. If you are a Shatta Wale fan and you feel like you subscribe to my channel because of Shatta Wale content, you can gladly unsubscribe and just leave. Because this is going to be the last time. And I swear on my father's grave, last time. I have to do video because of this video because of what Ojo said. And it's important. I need to just set the record straight and walk out. Not because I am afraid, but because I want to grow.
So if indeed you want to cut him off on the fact that you want to grow, why now then do you come back to mention him? Why now then do you come back to say this
So
will
Shatta Wale,
make this particular statement?
either we go sort one issue here or we go meet for the UK and sort them out. But me, I'm coming to the UK there. I'll be in the UK I think ending of this month because I have to be there for the concert. So yes, if you be creator, you want link up, anything, just send me an email. So ladies and gentlemen, that is
Shatta Wale said because of your disrespect to him, don't mention his name again. You gladly accepted and swore on your father's grave that you were not going to mention his name. And the fact that you said it is not because you're afraid, but you want to grow. So has the growth been stunted? Or this is also an embodiment of inconsistency and confusion? Or you say, this time there, it is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. Why are we seeing this?
I'm afraid he's going to. Yes. But henceforth, if you see anything Shatta Wale on my platform, henceforth, if you see anything Shatta Wale on my platform, what? Make you people go report me, make them jail me. Anything. And I will make sure of that. Anything, bro, from Facebook, everywhere. And this is not like a short term. This is like till I retire. Let us all mind our business and do.
So Kwadwo Sheldon, after making all those statements, looks like now he has turned a new leaf, and on unpacking on KSM show, man is now making certain statements that is making others confused, because you swore on your father's grave on the fact that until you retire, you are not going to mention anything Shatta Wale. In fact, the acknowledgement on the fact that he has helped your platform is one that he was not even ready to admit.
Stream the song. But then there are instances where I have shared my opinion about artists, their work and their fan base. They have to come into my comment section to drag me to the point that even the artists themselves, some of them, they get involved. Threats flying left, right, center, all because I have an opinion. And that is the part of the job that I feel like people don't understand. It's not like I am trying to, throw dirt on your work. I'm just having an opinion. In the course of even having that opinion about your body of work, I am encouraging people and shedding light on it. So if you understand from my perspective, I would have the opinion, but at the end of the day, there are other people that would find that interesting, and they will go there. But people have always misinterpreted the whole thing, make it about themselves, and sometimes I have been into back and forth exchanges with people, but I'm glad that I've not been in a position where people had to slap me or do anything. I've not been beaten before. Maybe it's coming subsequently. But
let me say big shout outs to Chemo. He always says your good intention may not always be enough or be enough. Now, he says in his quest to share his opinion, it is not his intention to throw dust on people's brands. However, sometimes in our quest to share our opinions, that is what we do as media people. And we are not immune to corrections. Certain people may register their displeasure. And that is not to say, or that is not to mean that we are less of who we think we are. But then, it means that we live in a space where democracy rules, where people can equally share their opinion about our opinion. And if you share your opinion on somebody's work and the person registers his displeasure, the most honorable thing to do is to apologize. And that's all.
yes, there are that.
But you have had cases where you could have left with that.
Oh yeah, they even reported me to the police. one artist woke up and reported me to the IGP that I am having an opinion about his work and he doesn't like it, so I should stop. So
Really?
I had to stop. So right now, me and the artist, we are not, but then we are good. We're good. I still love him. You know, he's one of the biggest.
I saw a tweet that you say you love him.
I love him to death, and you can't hate him. You can't hate Shatta Wale. Let me mention his name. He's that guy. So I'll always, but sometimes I feel like he just doesn't get people's point of view. He feels like his opinion is superior to others, and I feel like he should find a balance. He will be fine. We will be fine. It's not a war. We're all helping each other. Yeah, it's an ecosystem. So.
If it is indeed an ecosystem and we are helping each other, why then does if somebody feels your opinion is throwing dirt on their brand and they come to register their displeasure, you form Kokoti and you think that, oh, because people are hailing you, because people are saying, yeah, you are doing the right thing, because you see yourself up there, because you are earning something, won't you be a case? And you think you are the epitome of wisdom now to the extent that if somebody says, bro, your opinion is putting dent on my image, you still think that, oh, the person do not understand how the ecosystem works. Then it is the same thing with you.
You know, his fans actually believe that he has been feeding him with content, have been feeding off his craft. A whole lot of conspiracy theories and things, but yeah, it's all good. He's helped me actually. He's helped my platform grow. And, you know, we talk about him. He's always in the news. So at some point, he has contributed numbers. And when I was on BBC, I acknowledge him. He is always going to be.
So why then do you consider this as a conspiracy theory? If you think that, yes, his influence has really affected your growth as a person or as a brand, why then is this conspiracy theory? I mean, this is an open secret where everybody knows what his influence has been on your brand and in there. So after this episode, my question is only one. Should Shatta really forgive Kwadwo Sheldon and patch up like he's requesting to? Or do you think for the sake of peace, or you say one is suffering, for the sake of peace, should they be at their individual corners? Or you think that this is a time to patch up? And who is this particular union going to help them more? Who is actually going to benefit them more? After blacklisting him on your platform, or supposedly blacklisting him, because we know, as far as we are concerned, you saying you were going to blacklist him, there were periodical mentions of Shatta Wale on your page, on your socials, and everywhere. So that one there, we know it was just a bogus blacklisting. Should Shatta actually forgive Kwadwo Sheldon?
Be known as an influencer. You're a young guy, practically young man now. Yeah. Say you have the power to influence people.
It comes with responsibility, right? I've never seen myself being in a space where I was in Kumasi the last time I walked into a mall and a little girl of about 5 walked to me and said, oh, when she grows up, she wants to be like me. And I was confused because I'm messed up. I'm messed up. So coming from that little girl, that is when I had to sit back and think about the whole thing that we've built, how we've been able to reach a lot of people, how people see our content, how we influence thought, we influence decision, even to the point of influencing people's purchasing power. It comes with responsibility. those when I was on the come up, there were wild things that I could say on my platform that right now I can't say it. I have to be politically correct. I have to be calculated and measured with my utterances. I have to be an influencer or a role model to people, and it is very, very, very hard being yourself and being in this situation. So I find a balance.
I mean, the Bible said when I was a child, I thought like a child, I acted like a child. But when I am now an adult, I do things like an adult and I have discarded all the stuff that I did as a child. So now that Kwadwo Sheldon has been able to attain that influential status, now he thinks that is the time. Now is the time for him to be measured in his utterances. Now is the time for him to be politically correct. And at that time, he was referring to it as ass licking and dick riding and whatever names that he could give to it. But now he feels like, okay, now all the things that he did to people, now all those things are being done to him, and he feels like, he now feels how difficult it is to be such a person and for people to come at you in that manner. So, in your opinion, should Shatta actually forgive him after these statements? Has Guy really learned or also had his fair share of experience as a top personality or as an influencer? Share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you. My name is Roland Amartey. This is Roland's Report. Till then, we'll meet on the next episode. Peace, and I'm out.
The matter chop hot.
Asemene diloto. Hey!
Aye.